guys, welcome back to the channel. Since the Lori Vallow trial is kind of gearing up, I've been taking notes, on the different witnesses that have been testifying. So I thought I would do like a quick video on each witness to kind of just break it up. So far I have notes on Kay, Woodcock, Brandon Boudreau, and Detective Hermosillo. So this first video is going to be on Kay's testimony. So with Kay's testimony, they talked a lot about just kind of JJ's history, like kind of when he was born, he had drugs in his system, and that, you know, the father of JJ was Kay's son, and they were just going through some personal things or they couldn't take care of JJ at that time. So then Kay and Larry had gotten him for an amount of time until her son could regain custody of JJ. Well, that ended up never happening, and down the road, Lori and Charles had requested to adopt JJ, and Kay and Larry had decided that, you know, they thought that was the best interest at the time. You know, they had a family, like they had an environment that would be good for a baby. And so Kay and Larry had decided to let Charles and Lori adopt JJ at the time. So they just kind of talked about that, just kind of the history, you know, and that JJ did have autism. He had some special needs since he was born. And they kind of talked about that. You know, and Kay had mentioned, like, Lori was a really good mom, like, and you kind of have heard that before, probably, if you've been following the case. Like, Lori, you know, back then, like, she was a great mom. Kay had no concerns about her. You know, she even said, like, she was like the mom that every mom wishes they could be. Like, she was just on top of her game when it came to taking care of the kids. And then another topic that got brought up was the life insurance thing. So Charles Vallow had life insurance. And I think when things were starting to go down, like Lori was starting to act kind of weird, like he was getting really concerned about her, he ended up changing the life insurance beneficiary to Kay, and Kay didn't know about that. It was something that they had discussed, and that money was pretty much to be used to take care of JJ. And I think half of it would go to Charles' older kids, because he has older kids from another marriage. So they talked about that, you know, just how, you know, Lori had, you know, we've kind of heard, I think we've heard the phone call, like, where she does call the life insurance company because after Charles dies, she thinks she's going to get that life insurance money. Well, then she finds out that she's not the beneficiary and she pay. So I think they're kind of bringing that up to, you know, to provide motive on why Charles was killed. And then one of the last major things I wanted to bring up was they talked about the Amazon, the Malachite wedding rings from Amazon that Chad and Lori exchanged when they got married in Hawaii. And that, you know, we kind of knew this before, that just from some information that had already been released, but she used Charles' Amazon account to purchase those rings back in October of, was it 2019? I believe. So yeah, it was before Tammy had died. You know, she was looking at those wedding rings on Amazon. Lori was looking for those wedding rings on Amazon. So it was very, you know, to kind of show she was thinking about marrying Chad before Tammy was even gone. So yeah, they were talking about that. And Kay had found the Amazon stuff because she had like she had taken like an old printer of Charles, so like she had ended up getting access to his emails just due to, she was like working for him with his business, doing some bookkeeping and stuff like that. So she had access to his emails, and that's how she found it. So just kind of in a nutshell, those are the main topics that were hit on during Kay's testimony. Her testimony actually wasn't as long as I thought it would be. But yeah, and they, you know, and one last thing is they just kind of talked about, you know, the things Kay went through when she realized, like, she couldn't locate JJ. She was getting really concerned. I mean, Kay and Larry were like the very first ones that kind of made it known that they were trying to get attention, that the kids are missing. No one has heard from them. So they were definitely big key players in this case, and we have them to thank for this trial getting to where it is. So so yeah, that's the basis of what Kay's testimony was about. So I will do another video on Brandon next, but I just want to give you guys that information. I will talk to you guys later.